So Eric, we're over here on the paranormal hunt, and I headed over to this other building, and it's number 13. I was just telling Ron, my God.
Man, it's Friday. Hey, it's hard to believe that we're already at the end of the week. It's like, what the hell did this week even go? Did we get abducted and just put in the future? My God, it's like we lost a whole week. It is. Sometimes
I thought it was Tuesday for a second before.
you know?
Yeah, I lost the whole day this week. I've been behind one day the whole week. It's tough.
And it's St. Patrick's Day of all days. It's probably like Anthony, is it the cops' worst nightmare to have St. Patrick's Day on a Friday at night?
Probably.
I mean, no offense. I mean, usually there's a lot of drinking that goes on in bars on a St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, but they're all happy-go-lucky, you know?
What are you talking about? They're in the bars.
Yeah, they're in the bars. There's no...
Until the bar closes down.
And then when they come out, they can barely walk, so it's usually all right.
Yeah, you know, the bars will be full of firemen today.
Oh,
in New York. Yeah, the FD, yeah.
You know that? And then in Chicago, Boston, they paint the ocean green, right? They put the dye in there.
Is it, where is
In
that?
Boston?
They do that?
Boston. I think Boston, either Boston or Chicago. I think Boston. Boston Harbor.
Hello, everybody. Sorry, I haven't started typing yet.
My phone's dead.
Just died on me. Ron's our. You guys didn't know Ron's our official secretary of the show. He does all our typing for us.
His name is Rhonda.
I type like this.
He takes all requests.
His name is Rhonda.
Yeah.
Rhonda,
just call me Veronica. All right.
Rhonda.
Wendigo. What do you guys know about the Wendigo?
I know what it looks like. That's about it. It's
what about you, Ron? You know what the Wendigo is?
It's an
I'll be honest with you,
creature.
This is one time that I seen. I don't know what it is, but this is one time when I seen that I didn't do any lookup because I always learn something on your show. So I figured today I'll go with it and see.
I got a video. That's the best way to show people. It's called
Native American folklore or something like that. The Wendigo.
That's what they say. Yeah. Okay. Here, this video is 5 facts about the Wendigo. Oh, okay. Well, let's find out these 5 facts, and we might have another guest pop up. The person's working on internet issues, and if we get the internet issues worked out, we're going to have another guest on here. But let's check out the Wendigo. 5 facts.
5 urban facts about the Wendigo. Number 5. The Wendigo is a demonic spirit from Native American folklore. They are said to cause cannibalistic urges and psychosis in individuals that they possess.
So number 5, what you just said, Anthony, it is a Native American folklore. So it does come from the American Native. I'm not saying that makes it more real or more fake or not, if you believe in the cryptids and all that. But, the Native Americans, they do have a lot of good stories. They do, and it comes from ancestors. So, I always say, yeah, it could be a folklore story, but sometimes these stories come from somewhere. There's an origin of every story and how they got started. So the first one, Anthony is right. He gets a point.
So wait, I was just gonna say, so this thing makes people have an urge to eat people?
No, I think the Wendigo eats people. I think that itself is cannibalistic.
Because it said to cause cannibalistic urges.
Yeah.
Oh, on people.
One of
Yeah.
the theories is yes. One of the theories it can.
Because I seen a movie with this thing recently, and it was eating people.
Ew.
Yeah.
There was. I
Nice.
gotta let me find the name of this movie because it was
Oh
great.
yeah, that's the movie with that kid.
The cop goes after it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, with that little kid.
Yes.
Bringing them bodies. That
Yes.
was the Rattlers.
I gotta look it up. It was a great movie, man.
I think it starts with an R. Rattlers.
That sounds.
It's.
I gotta look it up.
It's a very domestic movie. Well, let's hear number 4.
This horrifying creature has a stag skull head, sunken eyes, and skin stretched impossibly tight over its bones. It is similar to a zombie in ways.
It is kind of people. I pause it on purpose just so we don't get captured by. Even though they gave me permission to use it, you never know. It is. They say the body's like a zombie, but they have these big horns, and I'm wondering, as a Wendigo, what is like the horn? What's that pure design for? Because I know they eat people. I wonder if they use it like to stab people, like to kill them, like a weapon.
That was in the movie. It put the antlers through the cop's
Yeah.
stomach. Remember, and picked them up.
Yep, picked them up. That's got to be the number one reason, probably, for the horns. I'm guessing.
I gotta find this movie because it was insane. I think it was on Netflix. Wasn't it called Antlers?
Antlers. Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
the movie. Antlers. Rattlers. R to R.
Antlers. That's it.
Is
Antlers.
this a demon that we could summon by talking about it? Like, is there any issue talking about this thing?
Well,
I don't know, Ron. Go in
might
the
say it
bathroom,
here.
shut the lights off, and say its name 3 times, and then let us know what happens.
maybe they'll say it here because they're going to give us 5 facts.
He's scared.
That is one zombie I wouldn't want to meet.
Number 4. Whether in the form of a beast or a spirit, the Wendigo possesses supernatural abilities that make the creature almost impossible to escape.
And that's another interesting thing about this thing. It could come in a form of a beast or a spirit.
Yeah, and it had like a weird, like, in other words, you would hear what sounded like a baby fawn, like a baby deer crying in the woods, and you would go to check it out, and then it would be this thing would grab you. That was in the movie too. It was very deceptive, this thing.
Yeah.
But it had to kill to survive, which was weird. And the more people it kills, the more its antlers grow. You know, it was pretty sick.
I know Long Island Bigfoot says the W word is real.
No.
I know Brown Dwarf knows a lot of stuff about the Wendigo too.
Brown Dwarf, your icon is legendary. I got to put that back up. Is that somebody's hands holding a baby Sasquatch? That is I love that. That's the best icon I've seen today.
Oh, wow.
See that?
Wow.
It's holding a little baby Squatch in
The
a hand.
brown dwarf. Yeah.
It's a baby brown dwarf.
But for this one, this would be something I would like to ask a Native American, like if it's a spirit form. Oh, hold on a second. The person who's trying to come on Paranormal Highway, I have terrible connection. I cannot connection to StreamYard. I'll try again soon. Yeah, keep trying. If you even get a half connection, as long as you get on, just come on.
Yeah.
We know StreamYard. We know how connections are.
We can see you. Ron knows how to read.
No,
language.
I'm being honest. It's funny she says that. I just asked Anthony that because I noticed when I'm in full screen, like I was moving like 20 seconds later, and I'm like, my connection's running fine. So I thought maybe StreamYard's having some issue going on.
Not that I know of. I haven't had an issue yet.
No.
Maybe like they're uploading stuff. Sometimes when they're uploading new things, it screws around with some people's accounts.
Something weird happened.
And maybe with
Hi, Elena.
Mike in the chat and Brown Dwarf, a question for you guys: like, have you heard the story on how maybe a person can determine if you see a spirit that's a Wendigo spirit? Because if I see a bad spirit, I'm thinking demon, devil, Satan. I'm not really thinking Wendigo. Is there like a? I wonder if there's like a smell or we just see a demon with horns. Even with a demon with horns, I'm thinking Satan. If I see something like this, so I'm curious on how do you know that's a spirit form of the beast? I'm just curious. I was hoping Ron had the answer for us, but you know,
On this one, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm being honest.
you saying
The name does sound familiar, but I have no information on this. I want to learn
I
this
put him in
myself.
space, I bet you would know.
Yeah, right.
The NASA logo, he would know.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's from Planet. No.
Yeah.
Despite its gaunt figure, it is unnaturally large, fast, and strong, with heightened senses and endurance. The Wendigo is a hunter, immune to even the harshest freezing winter climates.
So right off the bat, right there, you learn that this thing can live in any type of weather.
Let me help you out, Eric. So the Wendigo is a mythological creature or evil spirit originating from the folklore of the Plains and Great Lakes native, as well as some First Nations. It is based around the East Coast forests of Canada, the Great Plains region of the United States, and the Great Lakes region of the United States and Canada, grouped in modern ethnology as speakers of Algonquin family languages. The Wendigo is often said to be a malevolent spirit, sometimes depicted as a creature with human-like characteristics which possesses human beings. The Wendigo is said to invoke feelings of instability, greed, hunger, the desire to cannibalize other humans. So you're right, Ron, and the propensity to commit murder, and those all fall under its influence. In some representations, the Wendigo is described as a giant humanoid with a heart of ice. A foul stench or sudden unseasonable chill might precede its approach, possibly because of long-time identification with their own myths about werewolves. For example, mentioned Hollywood film representations of the label human beast hybrids featuring antlers or horns. Those are the movies we were talking about with the Wendigo name, but such animal features do not appear in the original indigenous stories. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. One of the comments here I actually love. Mike goes, I don't know the subject either. Only heard the term for the first time the other day when you mentioned it, Eric. That's why I love these shows that you don't know it and now you hear it. You go out after the show, you can go out and research it on your own. There's tons of videos on this on YouTube, guys. It's just, of course, most of those are 40 minutes, an hour, and we can't show those. And those are all copyrighted. I can only find the ones that I'm allowed to use. So let's hear a little bit more of this thing.
Number 3. The Wendigo can mimic human voices, so it is able to lure people away from safety with ease. It will then possess or consume them, leaving nothing behind.
Think about that for a second. That's a powerful weapon. Think about it, right? Ron's out in the woods, maybe getting, or I don't know what you're doing a picnic, and you hear your sister's voice over the hill. You don't know what's going on. You're like, oh, is my sister hurt? Is she all right? Lure you over there to take you down. I mean, talk about a weapon. What if you're with your kid and you don't see your kid and you hear your kid's voice over a hill or something? I mean,
mimicking the voice. Yeah, sure.
That's like typical demon behavior from what they say, right?
Exactly, Ron. Exactly. And demonic spirits too, because don't they mimic children and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a man.
I wonder
if three of us had that ability, how can we use that ability for our advantage?
How would you catch one of these things?
That's a good question. Maybe they'll say here. That's a damn good question. Yeah, but would you want to catch it?
Yeah, if it's out there, I
But
would
would
want
you
one.
catch it and his power still works where he makes you want to go eat Ron or something? I mean,
Come here, Ron. I want to taste your nose.
Ron's
Yeah.
like, baby, I'm not in New York no more, so he can't come eat me. I won't give him my address.
The soothing sounds of the Wendigo.
Yeah. Right.
That's playing love music.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Danny wrote, the Native Americans here say the Wendigo is just another from the Sasquatch. Take
From the
some
Sasquatch.
with Dogman. I heard that too. Because skinwalkers, there's
That's where I was going, Eric. Skinwalker.
skinwalkers, Wendigo, and Bigfoot. They say, and Dogman, of course, they say there is a relationship between them all. I mean, I guess the first step is we got to prove that they're real first.
The
Then the
Wendigo
connection
is a hungry
comes later.
skinwalker. That's what it is.
But I don't know if I want to prove that the Wendigo's real because if we find out he's real,
We need to get a Native American elder on the show that knows about this stuff. That's what we need. We gotta look into that.
yes,
Because
yeah,
who's better to answer all your questions than a Native American elder?
yeah.
The Wendigo infects its host slowly, tormenting them as it takes over the mind and body. The few people who have returned after suffering Wendigo fever have come back completely insane.
So that's pretty messed up because it takes you slowly, and it torments you. So basically, it tortures you to the point where even if you live from it, you go insane.
Elena said, Paranormal Highway, the way to kill the Wendigo is to chop off its head and throw it in a fire and to burn the rest of it in a separate fire.
I take it Elena
Tried this before.
knows about this thing.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to get her on.
Elena
Come on,
wax.
Elena, you can do it, Elena.
She waxed Wendigos on the weekend.
Yeah, but chopping his head off is easier said than done, right? These things look like they're like 8, 9, 10 feet tall.
Bro,
I mean,
I got to get the image from the movie because the thing was massive.
it's massive, so you got to be pretty tall yourself to be able to, swing a machete, and it better be damn sharp because you learn that their skins are pretty tough and tight. So you got to have some pretty good muscle strength to be able just to chop the head off. You better not go in with the dull machete. You better have a sharp. I think an axe would be too small for it too, because an axe is like, yeah.
So
I bet you if we go out trying to hunt and kill ourselves a Wendigo, I bet you Ron could come up with some kind of device like you see on Monsters, the show.
the guy with the cages that catch the
the
monsters.
cages. I bet you Ron could be our guy. Like, okay, we could create a weapon like this.
We'll make a plasma cage or something. Ron will come up with. That's
You
the
know-
Wendigo right there, and I would assume that after you shit your pants,
Oh,
then you'll
okay.
be able to. After you shit your pants, then you'll be able to attack this thing because that's one ugly looking dude. Hey, it's the unicorn with no hair.
Hey, I was so proud in the movie last night, Shazam. There's some unicorns in that movie. I'm like, hey, they probably got that idea for me.
So these are all different depictions, I guess.
Well, let's hear the last two.
Hey, it's my uncle.
Your uncle. Hear the last two.
Number 2. According to Native American folklore,
crackhead.
once a Wendigo
New York.
becomes a cannibal, it is impossible for it to ever be full and satisfied for the rest of its life.
So that's interesting. So once it eats somebody, then that's it. You can't change him back. He's gone for good.
I've seen these people right here.
It's somewhat like a vampire, right? 'Cause once a vampire tastes his first blood on somebody, it's like that's it. He's fully a vampire now. You can't go back.
Well, in New York, we just call them crackheads, but that's what they look like.
You know, when I was a young man in my day, when I first turned 16, we got my license. We all got in a car, and we drove to San Francisco from Fresno. Now, first of all, when you're not new to driving, but you got to have some skill to drive in San Francisco because everything's on hills. And I remember driving down a road, Broadway or something. When we turned to right, I swear to God, it was like the night of the living dead. I'd never seen that many homeless in my life, and they were all like walking and crawling towards the car like zombies. And we were like, "What the fuck is this? Are we supposed to go down this road?" Because
I can just picture his face. That's the thing.
That's the dope walk right there. That's the dope fiend walk.
I mean, Fresno, we got cholo gangs, we got these kind of gangs. We got the stuff, but I've never seen a massive amount of homeless. And I swear to God, it was like the night of the living dead. They're coming towards, and some of them look like that.
I'm telling you, man, they sure do.
Oh my goodness!
What does Brown Dwarf say? You got the Tinderling Eric face orange, biting nails, face green, gamer over.
For the picture, that's why.
But listen, I wish if you guys would all seen this when you're a kid driving and you just see and you're like, what am I supposed to do? Just drive forward? I was thinking I was gonna hit them, and of course I drove forward like fuck this. They're getting off this block. And also I don't want people to take this the wrong way. I hate if people take this the wrong way, but growing up, we knew people wore leather, a certain kind of a different lifestyle, but I never seen it out like a public for the first time driving through San Francisco where it felt like everybody was a gang member, all these chains and stuff, and it was just like, man, I don't know. San Francisco is another world when you're a kid. Coming from Fresno.
Hold on.
I'm sure New York has streets with like homeless like that.
Hold on. I want to show you something, Eric. I think this is what Eric witnessed right here.
Oh no. I think it's coming.
That's what he witnessed. The crackhead zombie walk.
Yeah. And then they do the dope head.
Eric, you got $1? You got $1, Eric? I gotta get milk.
But dude, if you see how it was night and the steam coming from the ground, from the road, and it was just like it felt like I was in a movie. They're all imagine that, but at night with the little smoke coming from the ground, and there was like 10 or 15 of them,
and they don't fall down like
they
talk about 2 inches before the curb.
Talk about that song "Lean Back." They lean back and they won't drop anything.
Nah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
sad.
Yo, you got $1?
The longer a Wendigo walks the earth, the stronger its powers become. The creature can eventually gain the ability to control the weather and call upon darkness before sunset.
No, I didn't hear that part because I was like reading the chat because they were out. California has a lot of homeless. It's so sad. Yeah, there is a lot of homeless. Like LA's got that famous street with the homeless. I live in a 3,000 people town. We had a tent city going on. It's getting wild out there. Yep,
it's a shame, man.
Portland? Are you talking about Portland, Oregon? Because
no, she's talking about Portland, New Jersey.
Oh, Portland, New Jersey. Okay, because Portland, Oregon has...
I'm talking about Oregon. I'm kidding with you.
But Portland, the homeless there, I don't know about of all places, they're mostly like hippie homeless. I'm serious. A lot of the homeless there are young people with guitars. I'm not joking. Living on the streets with guitars and stuff. I'm like, man, look at these homeless. They're all hippies. I mean, I'm like, these are nicer homeless than the ones in Washington.
It's a shame because a lot of them just, not all of them are junkies. A lot of them just, down on their luck. They want to get a job, get themselves straightened out, and they just can't.
Well, and not just that, a lot of them actually have some mental issues where they need medication.
A lot of them are EDP.
They need medication. And if I know our city always talks about we got to get the programs to get these people medicated because that's going to help out everybody else if they start thinking straight. But But the problem is nobody wants to help in a way, you know. Nobody's like, well, that's a waste of taxpayers' money. But do you want somebody to get attacked? You know, I mean, guys, man, people chat, I could tell you stories because my wife worked downtown where a lot of this is happening at, and it could get very, very, very dangerous. Listen, in a courthouse, Anthony Ron, listen to this. In a courthouse, somehow a homeless got in, went through the thing, no weapons on him, and try to molest a woman in the bathroom inside a courthouse of all places. So
They don't care.
They don't. And to them, listen, if you're hungry, the best place to get food is get arrested.
Yeah, 3 hots in a cot plus
3
cable.
hots in a cot. That's right.
Yep. I got to rewind this a little bit because I didn't hear what they say in this sentence. Hold on. My bad. My bad.
The longer a Wendigo walks the earth, the stronger its powers become. The creature can eventually gain the ability to control the weather and call upon darkness before sunset.
Really?
Now listen to that one.
Control the weather, huh?
So longer it lives, stronger it gets to the point it can control the weather. That's almost like godlike powers. If you think about it, control the weather. I mean, and I'm wondering, like, must be just control the weather where he's at, right? Not, I mean, I can't see them controlling the weather on the whole planet.
No, honestly, I don't know, Eric. Maybe in the area they're in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it almost makes you want to be a Wendigo buster, right? Wendigo buster, let's go stop these people.
I would like to see one of these things now.
Well, then one of the things I've noticed, almost every picture
Looks like
they look different.
Yeah.
It's almost like you don't even
like
know.
The colored picture here looks like a deer, right, with rabies, and the one next to it looks like a wild boar.
Yeah, because what if? Remember, Anthony, were you with me when I interviewed Texas Front Porch?
Yeah.
You know, when he saw 2 dogmen, who says technically the dogman he knows he saw wasn't a Wendigo? I mean, they're almost got the same.
Well, he didn't say it had antlers, so I don't know.
No, but a lot of times you see these things at dark and stuff. Maybe they do have antlers. Maybe they're more careful. I mean, it's hard to know. It's hard to know because that one other picture of that crackhead you're making fun of didn't even have antlers.
No. I could probably find one.
Yeah. So play the last one.
What, a crackhead with antlers?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Crackhead. Does this person say something about the weather? The weather control thing makes me think of missing 411 type stuff. People go missing and the weather moves in. That is an excellent point. There are some stories that when somebody went missing, something changed in the weather. I've heard that before. Is that the Wendigo? Who knows? So here we go. Danny wrote, so they don't lose their antlers like deer. Okay, they don't lose them. I wouldn't think they would either. I mean, how would they lose them?
Number 1.
Here we go.
The Wendigo also gains the ability to manipulate other creatures of the forest. It can summon predators and force them to strike on command.
Now think about that. What if the Wendigo uses a dog man or a Bigfoot or a bear or a lion to do its work? You guys remember that movie? Was it with Val Kilmer? The Darkness, about the 2 lions.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And they said it was rare that 2 lions would actually go after humans like that. That's a rarity. What if, I'm just saying, and that's based on a true story. They actually got the 2 lions in a museum.
Yep.
What if those 2 lions were possessed by a Wendigo?
Possible. I don't know.
Which
Because-
is it, Anthony? Did you look it up?
No.
The Lion movie?
Long Island Bigfoot.
No, I
Please
did
don't go
one
in the
better
woods for
for
a
us.
while, brother. Don't go in the woods together.
I did one better for us, Ron.
He found. Oh, I know what he found.
Give me a few minutes.
So, oh,
Oh, the Ghost and the Darkness. That's
the
what
Ghost
it's
in the
called.
Darkness. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's a rarity that those lines do
And
something
it's true.
like
It was
that.
about the guys that were building the rail. Remember
Yep.
the railroad? Like
Yep.
that? Yeah, I remember. That was good, man.
Yeah, and that was a true story, based on a true story. I don't know how, movies stretch things out, but what if those lines were possessed by Wendigo? Because it was a rarity that those lines did what they did like that.
Yeah.
Nobody really knew why they did it like that. I wonder why. So Mike, are you saying because we talked about the Wendigo, we should have go in the woods for a while?
Probably.
I'll take his word for that, man. You talk about, especially when it comes to demons and all that.
The amount of time he spends in the woods, I take his word for it.
Yeah.
But the thing is now we kind of learn a little bit more about the Wendigo. You'll never know if you're experiencing Wendigo in the woods because they can mimic a person, they can mimic voices, they can mimic another animal to attack you. I mean,
how about a crackhead riding a Wendigo? Bet you never seen one of those before.
I'm just laughing. This poor guy is probably on vacation with his family and he just got labeled a crackhead to the nation.
I literally typed in crackhead riding a Wendigo and that's what came up.
Oh, wow.
but let's play the what if game. So Ron, we're in the woods. We're hunting for a Wendigo.
And
What
if
would you come
you
up
felt
with? How can we chop this head off? What would you use for us? Should we get someone who's 7 foot to come with us, taller to reach this thing?
chainsaw
I
or
would
a
say,
demo?
if it's us in the woods hunting him, I would say, guys, one of you are gonna have to take one for the team. And being that Barry has already experienced with an alien in a mountain, I think he'd have to take that one for the team. And when Wendigo comes down, we take him.
Nah. My ass is still sore from that alien in the mountain.
But hey, Ron, you got something. Maybe Anthony's got a little protection because of what happened to him, so he might be the right choice.
Yeah, I started wearing a chastity belt.
Yeah, right. That's it. I mean, he's broken in, so you know.
But so say I volunteer. Okay, I'll be the guinea pig for you guys. But how can I say so the Wendigo coming? How can I trust Ron to be the right on time to get him on the neck? Or you say 10, 20 more seconds.
Right on time. How do you know? How you trust Ron that he don't run away when you? No. I mean, that's what I guess you would. That would be tough because I would think some kind of entity that can control minds and put wills on people. I think that's probably going to be something that's going to be hard to sneak up on. You know what I mean? So
take the
that'll be a
slowest
tough
friend
one.
hunting with you. Take the slowest friend. It almost feels like
There you
it's like
go.
Star Trek. It's Star Trek old series. If you're wearing the red color, you're the ones who are going to die. So we're going to pick somebody to wear a red shirt for us, and we won't tell them that the real reason we invite them. We'll just act like, oh, you're a good buddy. You're going to join our team, but we're going to sacrifice you. It's a good idea. It could be a Yeti. Send Eric a brown dwarf. Send Eric and brown dwarf. It could be a Yeti. Yeah. Oh, so you want to send myself and brown dwarf as what? Guinea pigs? So Ron and Anthony could kill them? Actually, I wonder if you did send me a brown dwarf and he killed us, but you guys killed the Wendigo, would you guys even give us any credit for helping you guys stopping him, even though we're dead? Or you guys be just taking all the credit for yourself?
Yeah, if you're dead, you can't talk. They'd be in front of the cameras going, yeah, it was tough, but I did it.
Hey, Ron, I found our Halloween costumes for this year, by the way.
Oh, let's see it.
You guys want to see? Eric, you want to see?
Sure.
I hope mine is skin tight.
Well, you know what? You're in luck, Ron, because it is. Hold on a second. Oh, everybody's gonna crack up. This is me and Ron, what we're wearing for Halloween.
There it is.
That's what I saw in San Francisco.
And you're
Yeah.
wearing something tight, Ron.
No, I like that. And I have the thing too. You know what those big black things, that clamp thing? What do they call them? Anal beads.
Now, I'm going to show you
Oh,
guys a couple pictures, and we'll go to his channel. A couple pictures. Give me a second. Last night, coming home from the movies, Danny Stanton sent me a couple pictures, and there's a video that he might have captured or something. I know it's harder on pictures and stuff, but I'm gonna bring it up on the screen a second.
What did he catch?
He thinks either a dog man or a Bigfoot, or shoot, now we're learning about the Wendigo. What if it's a Wendigo? Let's see here. Now this is blue, so it's kind of hard, but if you look, oh, I gotta bring it up. Sorry. You can kind of see the shape through the blue color.
Where, dead center?
Like, can you see my mouse?
Uh-huh.
Like this is like the head.
What did you use to take a picture with?
Danny, what did you? Danny's in the chat. So Danny, what did you use?
Cell phone? Where you got a filter on or something?
That's what that looks like.
I can't tell what I'm looking at. I think I see trees, right?
Yeah, you see trees. You see trees here, but you see almost like a face here, and you can see here like looks like a shape like an arm, and this is like the body here, the one of the legs, and this is a tree, like it's.
I don't know if that's how do you pronounce it, Ron? Paragolia?
Paranormal, yeah.
Here we go. It is a camera from a phone I took still from the video. Video, and I got his video.
You see on
where's the video?
This is another still picture, and then I'll go to his channel.
Because I think what you're seeing, you see the white and dark shadows on the tree bark. I think that's what you're seeing out in the distance. But let's see if the video is any different.
Yeah, let me go to. I got his channel here. Let me share screen. What I love about these things, we don't have to worry about no copyrights or nothing. So first of all, before I put this up, hold on, Danny. So Danny, this video is 10 minutes long. Should I start at a certain spot?
Did Danny, did you film this?
Yeah, he filmed this. I could tell this is good. But I got to ask you a question. Do you have a blue light bulb or something outside that's making everything blue? Yeah. You should definitely change that to like a soft white light or something.
Well, at least to red or something, but not blue.
It's very hard. The blue is way too dark.
But maybe the blue makes it easier to spot something, maybe?
Maybe if it was, what do you call it?
At about, here we go. So at about 2:33. Okay. 2:33.
Dip into 2:33. Go to 2:25 and go from there. Boom.
Here we go. Make it bigger.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
So needless to say, Daddy Dan's packing some heat.
He's packing heat.
Did you hear that?
I heard that, but I don't see nothing.
Hold on a second. Let me pause for a second. What?
Sounds
I might have missed the hearing. What did we hear? We think I'm going to rewind a little bit.
A little whistle.
A whistle? Okay, I'm going to rewind a little bit so if I can see if I can hear the whistle.
Right there.
Right there. Okay.
Again. Again.
Let me ask you guys just real quick, and I'll put some more on. Now, the whistle sound, is it possible with the trees and the wind going, if there's some wind there that's causing like a tunnel, like a
Could
wind
be
tunnel?
anything, man. It could be a wooden window shutter blowing, squeaking back and forth. It could be anything. It could be a bird.
Blue chicken with no bird, right?
But where do we see the creature? That's where I want to know. That's where do I look for this thing?
Or maybe when he took still pictures, that's where he sees an image. So that's a good question. So, Danny, do you think in this footage you see the creature itself, or is it when you took still pictures?
Oh, damn.
He took the picture right there, because right in between those two trees off to the right, I think that's what he took the picture of.
Did something just move right there?
Yeah, I saw what he's talking about.
Is-
Let me go back a little bit. So right in these trees, huh?
Go over with your cursor to the right, Eric, while you're still framed. Right there. You got right in the middle of those two trees. That's where I think he got the. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Go back, blow it up again. I'm sorry. Go over to the
No,
left.
I was gonna slow it down a little
It's
bit.
10 at 12 o'clock is where he took that image from.
I'm gonna slow it down just one little bit, just a little bit. Here we go.
Oh, damn.
Right there, he took it. It's the tree. That's what we're looking at.
Did
Stop the
something
video.
just move right there? Is that? No freaking way. Are you?
I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna slow it down one more time.
Right here, right under the word. See, it says Bigfoot, Dogman, unknown creature. Right under the word in court, U and H. If you follow the U and H down in the word court, straight down, straight down, straight line, straight down. That's where he took the picture. And it's the lighting on the tree from him.
Did something just move right there?
That's what it is.
Is that?
Wait a second, I gotta let the dog out.
No freaking way.
I love his voice slowing down like that. No freaking way.
I think you saw the trees moving in the wind and you freak yourself out.
Yeah, there's definitely something there. I mean, of course, we don't know what that is, but
I see what he's talking about. I think it's the tree, though.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, you always got to keep looking. You always got to keep looking.
Good eye, though. I mean, it's dark there, you know, so you even spot something.
But we're gonna jump over to something else here. Let me get this off. I'm gonna share video. We're gonna look at the UFO man. UFO the man chase Canadian conspiracies. So a UFO man chases Canadian conspiracies. So let's find out what our neighbors are like in Canada.
Not a secret hidden within mysterious military base Area 51. The UFO community has a credibility problem. Believers in tinfoil hats, little green men.
Isn't that lovely?
How Hollywood portrays it all.
Capturing humans at will for their own sinister purposes.
It all adds to the fun, which frustrates UFO believers who want the truth exposed. Leading the fight is Canadian Victor Vigiani, who's out to prove contact has already been made.
I got one solid document out of Comox Air Force Base in.
Before I go forward, Ron, have you ever heard of this guy by any chance? This
No.
Victor guy?
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't put somebody on who's a known fraud in the community, because this guy's name is Victor
Vigiani.
Vigiani. So we don't know if he's a fraud or not. Okay. Want to make sure.
September of 2001, where two CF-18s were scrambled to chase 3 unknown tracks.
The documents he acquired from an access to information request labeled secret detail all communications between the jets and their base. The CF-18s are told another plane in the area sees them, but they're moving too fast.
And then eventually the CF-18s catch up to these things, okay, and make contact. It says right in the document. And then the one line reads, CF-18s
Ron, you
contact
know,
at 35,000 feet.
Did you see those documents?
After that, it's redacted.
Where?
They show documents. They're not.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
The incident is similar to the U.S. Navy video released by the Pentagon, where tic-tac-shaped objects appear to fly at astonishing speeds. So what is needed to believe? A good story, compelling video, or over a dozen witnesses, as was the case for one of Canada's most famous UFO stories. The year was 1967, and a large object had just crashed in the water off Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia. There was no debris, nor were there aircraft reported missing, just a large swath of oily sea foam. And years later, perfectly round indentations found on the sea floor, which David Savette claims to have seen with his own eyes.
So you have to understand that the event took place in 67. The survey ship did the survey in 1988. And then in 2009, almost 20 years after that, the anomaly is still there.
So what do you believe? The answers could be in the sky above or in the waters off Nova Scotia. Nobody has the answers. Or do they? Mike Drolet, Global News, Toronto.
Eric,
So
go
what do
back.
we know about
go
that
back and show
story
Ron.
in Canada?
Can you scroll back and show Ron the documents that they showed for a moment
Yeah.
that guy was showing? I think he.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Scrambled to chase 3 unknown tracks.
The documents he acquired from an access to information request labeled secret.
You see the label secret on there? Couple things. Number one, that's not how they label something secret. Number two, when it says unclassified right there, so it wouldn't even have a secret label on it. That's number two.
Or if it was, the secret would be crossed out.
Crossed out. So this guy made fake documents for the news. Those are not real. That's not what a FOIA request looks like when it comes back to you anyway with the documentation.
Not even close to it.
And if he got documentation from, let's say, the Federal Flight Aviation, FAA or whatever, they wouldn't show you specific flight numbers and specific flight things that a regular civilian is not allowed to see. It would all be redacted in black. So this stuff that you see is fake.
Where it says unclassified, that looks like it was printed with a dot matrix printer.
Yeah, and he
Remember the
also
old
did
ones?
the secret NORAD status events. That's one of those stamps that you could buy. That's all.
Don't they like official government, when something is classified a secret, they don't write it. They don't write it on the paper. It's just like a stamp.
You know when you go get a notary republic and they crimp the paper.
Yeah,
with that sting. That's how they do that.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
I'm saying, like a stamp. They stamp it.
No, it embroids the paper.
Embraced it.
They do it. Yeah.
Because I can't see somebody making these papers and automatically they're going to be secret papers. Because
I knew
somebody
right.
has to
I've
make a
seen
judgment
so
call
many,
that
and I know
can't be given to the public.
I've seen so many documents now, and I know Ron, he's FOIA requested things too. So you just start knowing what things look like. And the minute somebody shows you something like that, I just, oh yeah, all right, that's great. Hey, thanks for hitting you, man. I never talk to that person again.
Well, you know me, I always say that if somebody really has secret files, they're not going to have it for long.
If somebody has top secret files and they're showing them on the news, they're going to be hauled in to whatever agency they got them from because they're stolen. Because they don't let top secret or secret files out into the general public.
Well, Anthony, we said it before. There'll be a Snowden. They'll be in Russia.
Right. Exactly, Eric. You're exactly right, man.
And then, but what about this story right here? Could be something concrete in Shag Harbor. What do you guys know anything about that story?
Yeah, the Shag Harbor incident. But see, now they're saying that there's round imprints under the ocean floor. The current dregs rocks, debris. You never know if somebody dropped a big boulder that was round at one time and it was sitting there for a long period of time and it made that indentation in the sand when they did it. Unless you physically got eyes on an object in there and then it leaves, and you've got the after effect of an indentation, and you can get trace evidence from it and collect data. Then you could say something like that, you know. But until then, it's just what we say is a good story.
And what do you think? Maybe Rob can answer this one. If something landed there, and then of course not there, there's like dent, whatever. Wouldn't some of the radiation from the ship be on that dirt in the ground? They could be able to pick some up and maybe get it analyzed.
Trace evidence, yeah.
I mean, you would think it would, right? Especially when it comes to radiation.
Or will that radiation? This is the question. Like, will that? But because it's in the ocean, can that radiation be washed away? Like just like gone?
Depends.
Yeah, I mean, what's it going to attach to? It's not like it's going to stay in that one area floating there because the water just, dissipates.
Unless there was coral or something there and it killed the coral off, and you could take a core sample from coral or rock or something like that. It's a totally another story. But in the ocean, it'd probably drift away.
Yeah, it would just break up, I would think. I don't think that's an issue.
But it breaks my heart to know our Canadian brothers and sisters will be falsifying classified paperwork to show us. These are our Canadians. They're nice people.
Come on, man. What do you think? The UFO grift is huge, man. It reaches worlds away, I bet.
Everybody wants that 15-minute.
I bet you there's some alien planet that are saying the humans are here. They're here every night. We see them and all that,
It's crazy, man. Don't get me wrong. There's life out there, because it's inconceivable to try to work out the equations and say to yourself, we're the only ones. We're not the center of the universe. There are beings out there. It's just a matter of time before they make ourselves known to us in a way where everybody's going to know definitively they are here. You know what I mean?
Really? Darn. Actually, hold on one second. I'm gonna I like to do now, when we get close to the end of the show, go to everybody's channel and kind of tell people what happened during the week, so people can catch up on stuff in the past. So this is a rerun of the week. This is a new thing I'm going to add at the end, only on a Friday. So on my channel, of course, this Saturday, the interview link is up. So make sure you hit that bell so you get the alert for it. We did an interview with Bigfoot Michigan Rob, which is this is there's some, I'm not gonna say, if you don't know Bigfoot Michigan Rob's story, there's something in his story makes you kind of sit back and like, wow, to a point where I didn't know how to answer kind of questions, because I didn't want to
offend them,
hurt some bad memories in a way, you know what I mean? So I'm sorry guys, I wasn't showing people. So that's Bigfoot Encounter Seen by Rob. That's Saturday. And yesterday, if you haven't watched it, we did a small show about TR3B. Just the whole 30 minutes is all about the TR3B. So if you're interested about the TR3B, please watch it. And then on Monday, we did a show. It was a lot of more fun than I thought it was going to be. We always have fun, but we talked about whistleblowers, famous whistleblowers, UFO whistleblowers. We went a lot of different directions on whistleblowers, So that was a very fun thing to do. So that's my channel. And then I'm going to pull up Unidentified S4, and then we'll go to Ron's channel, Unidentified S4. During the week, see here, scientist reveals how aliens crafts would work. That was on Wednesday, and that was very interesting to kind of hear the idea of how an engine would work for a spacecraft. That's kind of cool, because I look at a UFO. I'm not thinking of how it would work. So that was an interesting point of view of, well, how can it work? And of course, they were all theories. Nobody really fully knows, but it was very interesting on how it will work. And it was also cool for Unidentified S4's channel. The video he did with UFO Man, what's his name?
Avi Loeb.
Avi Loeb was also a broadcast on Gaia. That guy's channel.
It's Gaia TV, UAMN TV. Gaia TV's YouTube channel.
Yeah, he played the whole video on his channel. Like, wow. I thought he was playing clips. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah, he did a whole premiere. That was cool, man. I only found out like 45 minutes before that was gonna happen. I had no clue.
Did
Tonight,
you have?
Cheryl's coming on Ron's too, right?
That's tonight.
You
Tonight.
talked to her again, Ron?
No, just email. I gotta email her again. I'll confirm it again.
No, I know she's coming. I don't know if she knows the time though.
Oh, I sent her, but I'm gonna send her all the info in a little while.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I sent her the link and everything, but I'll just make sure because I'll do that. Jim will be on probably tonight.
It's gonna be a great show.
And I can't wait to make that introduction because being that she's writing a book about submarines,
I know.
And he is an authority on submarines and has a book on it, so that should be interesting.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
But Sunday we're gonna talk about David Adair. I don't know if you guys in the chat know who David Adair is, but he was a rocket scientist from the age of 16 when he won a contest for building a rocket, and then from there a 4-star general took him allegedly to Area 51. And as the years go on and he gets these clearances, he'll tell you the story about the moon bases that allegedly that they knew about, and the 12 sites on the moon where they told NASA not to go. So we'll discuss that this weekend. But Ron's show tonight, I'm really anxious to get to because Cheryl Costa and Jim Goodall on one panel, that is going to be a show for the ages, friends. And plus, they haven't met yet, so that's going to be really awesome.
But don't forget, there's the panels going to look at that panel right there, Jim, unidentified S4, Paranormal Highway with Cheryl Costa, and me. I'll just be there to say hi, everybody.
Special
everybody
guest?
go and good night, everybody. That's it.
Yeah. Who's the special guest?
Well, Jim is a host, so I put Cheryl Costa.
I'm sorry. I see special guest Cheryl Costa. I read it as boom, 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 boom.
I got it. Yeah, I should have made the special guest in white also or something.
But if you guys missed it on Wednesday, that show was so interesting because I never even thought about, man, they're talking about Mach speeds. You know, what does it do to a body and stuff? I never saw it analyzed like the way they're doing it. It was so, I love it with that. I'm like, I never thought about that. That would crush a body, you know? You hear about those things, you know? You never think about people were testing on them themselves to see what happens to the body for space testing, for whatever testing.
If the opportunity presents itself tonight, I got some more goodies with that. You'll see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to throw the thumbnail up for tomorrow's show. I just been like crazy busy, man. Crazy busy. Because now that I basically got almost everything done, now I'm playing catch up, and it's just busy.
Pain, yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah.
I like the thumbnail you came up with for tonight's show, Ron. It looks cool. I like the color scheme.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Looks like a record when I think just look at it now.
It does look like a record.
Right?
Yep.
Tommy G says, love the weekend warm up. Great show, Ron.
He sure does put on a good show.
But Ron, what are you technically warming us up to?
The weekend.
The weekend.
I know. But when the weekend hits, what am I getting all warmed up for on the weekend? For Anthony's show?
For Monday.
For Saturday at 3:00. You get warmed up for that. You should check that show out. And then Sunday, you got 6 p.m. You know, no, the weekend warm up is just, I don't know what. I just decided I came up with that name, and I was actually just trying it, but it's actually been pretty cool. Everybody seems to enjoy it, and we have fun. So, what the heck?
I do Witness Wednesday. We don't always talk about witnesses, you know. We talk about everything.
You know what? I want to say welcome the life of sweet Angel Christina. We met her on the that YouTube channel, Anthony. We were on yesterday. What is he called? The
UAMN TV.
No, the guy who promotes small channels.
Oh, Tuba Chat, Kevin.
Tuba Chat, yeah, Kevin. Sorry. We met her through the chat there, so that's awesome. You know, I love seeing
Tuba
people.
Chat, awesome, man.
Checking out other people's stuff, and
that's very cool.
And hopefully you can be part of this channel. And then what does our Dean say? Paranormal Highway. There is someone here who can give you actual facts about the Wendigo. Who's that?
Now, actual facts. What does that mean? They actually have like.
I mean, is it her that has the facts, or
I don't know.
Who has
Auden Paranormal's a paranormal specialist show. She does everything paranormal. I know that. She's got a good show. I don't know who's an expert though. I don't know how anybody could be an expert. That's like saying I'm a UFO expert. I don't have a UFO in my backyard to show anybody.
That's why I was asking. I'm not trying to say nothing nasty enough. I'm just being like, when they say facts, like, is it just somebody that's going to tell you about it? And do they have stuff to back that up? Because like to say facts.
I'm an expert on the Wendigo. Okay.
Well, tell you what, exploring. My email address is in the description. ParanormalHighway13@gmail.com. Email me. And if you want to come up here sometime next week, we could do a part 2 of Wendigo. If you want to bring a lot of information, more information for us.
We don't know anything. We only know what we read.
Jack, I know nothing.
Yeah. Remember, we're here to learn. That's why we're here. We all don't know everything. We want to know something about everything.
Learn,
that's why we're here to learn.
He knows the whole history. All right, so that's dynamite. All right, so exploring with Holly, he knows the whole history.
Yeah,
we should definitely set that up.
Yeah, email me and we'll set that up. Right. I would love to hear more.
Yeah, me too.
Because it is interesting. But hopefully everybody else, listen, when you guys see these titles,
thanks, Auden.
After the show's over, guys, start researching yourself. Start researching the Wendigo, and then email myself. You could probably email Ron and Anthony.
Don't forget about Elena also.
Can you guys? This is what I found out. Let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, because I know crap about it. Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope to see everybody tonight. Now, forget East Coast time, West Coast time. 4 p.m. on Ron's channel, which is 7 East Coast time. And he's always fun. I always feel bad because when I come on, I can only spend an hour.
No, wait. Can I just do something real quick, Eric? Can I do something real quick, please? Eric usually asks this. For the audience, can you please put a 1 if you think Eric should stay the entire show? That's it. I'm not going to say anything else. Oh, he should leave. If you believe he should stay the entire show tonight, just put a 1. Let's see what happens.
But people in the chat, if I do, my daughter don't got to ride home from.
Oh no! What? Don't start putting the pity story and trying to mess up their decision. What's that got to do with it? Don't worry. He's going to say that when his daughter's 39 years old. He's going to say that. Don't worry like that. Here we go. Oh, and by the way, Elena, that's not a 2 that she put down, meaning no, she's just talking about part 2. So don't think you got to vote. All right. Thank you, everybody. See?
Let me tell you something. Tonight's going to be a show for the record books. I'm telling you, I feel it in my bones because Cheryl Costa, you all know, she's amazing. She's amazing.
Come man. She's impressive because I never really met her that day. That was nice.
And Jim is just as equally amazing. And putting those two on the same stage together with each other, forget it, man.
Be nice.
Forget it.
And one last thing, and I promise I'm ending this show. For members, today, 1:15 p.m. Pacific time, I'm gonna just do a fast show about the movie I saw last night. If you guys care about movies, you don't like movies, don't worry about it. But for members, if you want to know the in and outs of Shazam, I'll tell you guys today for members. So if you're not a member of the channel, become a member, and then we'll start with Shazam, and who knows what we get into. These members only shows kind of awesome because there's only 3-4 people, and you can kind of get extra personal with the people because there's limited. So that's today at 1:15. If you want to know about Shazam, if you're a member, please come by.
I went and saw Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I seen it the other day.
I like Cocaine Bear.
It was good. It was crazy.
I wanted more bear, but the special effects would cost outrageous. But when that bear is on, I love that bear.
The best is when he's half dead and he smells the cocaine in the air. You look, and then he gets all crazy again. Oh, that was funny, man.
I liked in the very beginning when he was scratching his back. Doing that and dancing
the guys with binoculars at him, what?
Yes.
Then his wife looks and it's all normal, and she's like, "What do you see?"
Oh, that was funny.
That was good.
I'll tell you guys what. Well, I'll see you next time on the Paranormal Highway.